Good afternoon. I'm
What up?
Captain Keith Escaleba with the Hoover Police Department. We're here today to provide an update in the Carlee Russell investigation. Chief Nick Durzis will read a prepared statement that will provide an update in this case. After reading the statement, we will have time for a few questions related to the case. Keep in mind, this is still an ongoing investigation, and there are some questions we simply cannot answer at this point. With that, I'll turn it over to Chief Durzis.
Thank you, Captain. Yes.
What other questions do you need to answer? She lied. Lock her up.
Good afternoon. Thanks to everyone for attending again today. I want to thank the members of our department and all of law enforcement who played a role in the investigation of this case.
Cool.
Last Wednesday, July 19th, we held a press conference and provided you with the facts of the Carlee Russell disappearance. We told you the investigation was ongoing. We helped you determine where Carlee was during the 49 hours of her disappearance. Today I've talked to and received a statement from Mr. Emery Anthony, attorney for Carlee Russell.
Okay.
Mr. Anthony has scheduled a meeting for Carlee to meet with investigators early this afternoon, but then I received an email stating that a statement was being provided by him on her behalf.
Instead of meeting, got
Mr.
it.
Anthony asked that I read the statement entirely, which I will do now. My client has given me permission to make the following statement on her behalf. There was no kidnapping on Thursday, July 13th, 2023. My client did not see a baby on the side of the road. My client did not leave the Hoover area when she was identified as a missing person. My client did not have any help in this incident, but this was a single act done by herself. My client was not with anyone or any hotel with anyone from the time she was missing. My client apologizes for her actions to this community, the volunteers who were searching for her, to the Hoover Police Department and other agencies as well, as to her friends and family. We ask for your prayers for Carlee as she addresses her issues and attempts to move forward, understanding that she made a mistake in this matter. Carlee, again, ask for your forgiveness and prayers.
What a complete and utter disappointment, not only just for her mother, her father, but her entire family, her boyfriend, her community, every one of the rescue workers that took time out of their day from their families to try to find her through her den of lies. But then also all of the people who are legitimately frightened on the idea that someone planted a baby in order to try to abduct her. And it's so crazy to me that a woman can lie like this in front of millions, time and time again, from all different kinds of walks of life, no matter your race, creed, color, religion, and be able to still get away with it. To the boyfriend, she is an absolute walking red flag. I got this flag out here for you, and no one's gonna hold her accountable, so we'll hold her accountable on this platform right here. Why did you lie? Why? Why? Does it make sense? Why don't you do it? Okay, I think I'm done. Let's keep going.
We have a meeting scheduled with Mr. Anthony to further discuss this case. We're currently in discussions with the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office in Bessemer about possible criminal charges related to this case, and we will announce those charges when and if they are filed.
Okay,
All right, with that,
let's see.
Questions, as Officer Hale said, when call on you, please state your name and your affiliation. Yes, sir.
Keith Mims, WAGG 610 100.1 FM Summit Media. Chief, do we at this time, or does the Hoover Police Department know the whereabouts of Carlee Russell during that 49-hour period that she was supposedly missing?
Now, as
It's really low, but he asked, do you know the whereabouts of Carlee Russell during the time that she was missing?
I said the other day, was talking facts and everything. If I said anything today, would just be speculation. Actual facts, we do not.
Aaron Llewellyn, WBC 13. Can you tell us what her motivation was for doing this, if you can?
I wish I could tell you. I
He asked about the motivation.
think only Carlee knows, and maybe her attorney now, but again, the statement that we received from him does not indicate any.
Ricky G on WBRC, can you give us an idea of what charges you may be filing against her?
Now, that would strictly be up to the district attorney's office.
What charges?
David Lamb, CBS 42, can you update us so that there is a meeting scheduled for this afternoon with the family, or
No.
when is that meeting?
Yeah.
It's canceled.
No, not a meeting with the attorney,
Yeah.
not family or Carlee. We have a meeting scheduled with the attorney, and that will take place some point tomorrow.
And And there is no meeting with Carlee Russell or her family at this point?
Not scheduled, no, sir.
Yeah.
Bria Chapman with Fox 6. What's next to close this investigation?
Well,
He said, what's next for the close of the investigation?
again, we want to talk to Mr. Anthony tomorrow and see if he has any more to discuss about the case. We'll certainly be asking if we'll get an opportunity to again interview Carlee like we've wanted to since she returned.
Chief Stephen Quinn, ABC 3340.
Yes, sir.
Your reaction now, knowing that Carlee has admitted that this was made up?
Reporter asks, what is his reaction now that he knows that she lied?
Well, I'm glad that we got this. You know, we certainly laid the facts out to you guys and to the national media that had a lot of interest in this particular case. The sad thing is that again, there were so many people that were involved, took this thing very, very seriously, and again, we wanted the focus to be bringing her home. She got home. We're very excited about that. It is what it is. The facts, I think, last Wednesday pretty much showed that we knew that it was a hoax.
Very professional response.
WBTM 13, do you know the expense you went to during this search? And if you don't have a dollar figure for us, just how big it was?
She asked for the expenses, the tax dollars that she utilized within her lie.
Well, it was all hands on deck, and we don't have a dollar figure yet, but we're certainly working
$1 million,
towards
at least,
getting
probably.
one. And not only ours, but there'll be other agencies that had a lot of support that they gave us.
Yeah.
And had monetary expenses themselves.
Jonathan, with JLR investigates, are the parents under any investigation?
You know, as I said the other day, we were going to try to determine exactly those 49 hours. So right now, you know, anything's on the table. We still don't know what happened to those 49 hours, where she was, did she have any help? We have no idea. You know, I read the statement from Mr. Anthony, that's all we know.
Keith Mims, WAGG 610, Summit Media. Chief, let me ask you this. What do you think prompted or provoked Carlee to do this kind of thing? And are there any kind of mental issues that the police department or the public should be concerned about, or just what?
He asked about, is there any mental issues? What do you think prompted her to be able to do this?
You know, not that I'm aware of. I mean, it's, you know, this was an elaborate deal. I mean, when you talk about calling a 911
Yeah.
and being up on the interstate,
Yeah.
again, it would all be conjecture.
She
So
planned
really,
this shit.
I don't know. I was hoping that we'd have an opportunity to interview and we'd be able to ask her those questions.
Were any others involved in putting this story together for her?
Mr. Anthony, in his statement, says there was not.
Liliana Kelmy.
She was a lone idiot.
Fox 6 News. You said that you had a meeting scheduled and it kind of switched into a statement. Did they give any type of reason that switched?
No, they did not.
Back here.
Aaron Llewellyn, WBTM 13. Was not in custody right now.
That is correct. That is correct.
Last question with David.
David Lamb, once again, so first of all, when did you actually see this letter? And second of all, do these admissions and the content of the letter alter the investigation at all?
No, not at all. We'll continue to investigate. We're still trying to determine where she was during those 49 hours. But I am glad that we received this. It at least puts some of the social media super sleuths hopefully at rest for a little bit as far as the conjecture of what everybody thinks took place. We know that by her own admission, it didn't happen. And, you know, we're thankful for that.
I'm gonna keep it frank for you guys. I think they should throw the literal entire whole book at her in order to make an example out of her. I did a video not too long ago talking about cheaters, liars, scammers, and how much that I loathe them. Well, this is within it as well. Making up elaborate stories to paint yourself as a victim to garner attention, all of this weird type shit that happens in our modern society today. If it passes beyond the realm of legality, then make an example out of them. Because if not, then there will be copycats, or rather, the less likely that you are to prosecute false accusers, the more that will happen in the future. There's so many men in my community that have been falsely accused by a lying, treacherous woman, whether it be through SA or false R accusations, whether it be through paternity fraud, whether it be through he put his hands on me. Shout out to Johnny Depp and Amber Turd. We see this happening time and time and time again. but the people that are doing it more often than not are not the men. False allegations, gossip, and innuendo. That's what women use as destructive tools to get what they want or to advance themselves within the dominance hierarchy within society. Just as I said before, throw the damn book at her. Criminal charges should absolutely be filed, and if they do, I'm gonna bring it right back off to this platform so we can study them. All right? Questions, comments, concerns? Y'all already know what to do. Me, go to tourismreviews@gmail.com. I should have started covering this story last week, and I chose not to just because I had so many other things to try to talk about last week. And then also, too, it was just so weird. It was like a baby in the middle of the park, like in the parkway. A baby? What? And then you got abducted, and her descriptions of the person that abducted, it sounded like some dumb movie shit. And then you go and you find out that she was Googling shit like the Taken movie. Oh, what is going on in our society today? Complete and utter clown world. But, we're going to continue to go over it and commentate over it to tell a story. Avoid women like this, like the plague. All right? It'll be for your own benefit, my G. Trust and understand that. All right? Until next time, YouTube.